Hello everyone, this is Mac with IC Cup TV, bringing you another match from the qualifying round of 128 of the Global Gamers Invitational Tournament. This is a very large tournament, the qualifying round, just to establish which 4 players will enter the pool with the invitation players, all the pro players, and they will be competing for a prize pool of over $3,000, generously donated by this tournament's sponsors, iFixit, and the Handsome Nerd, as well as Esports United. So those are the 3 title sponsors of this tournament, and their generosity has allowed it to be a tournament worth competing in and winning. So this particular matchup is between the purple Zerg Sheth, who is a big name in the scene, and Lexvink, his yellow Zerg opponent. Definitely a chance for Lexvink here to unseat a pro early on in the tournament if he can play some solid game today. I'm sure he'd be pretty excited if he was able to win. Unlucky to be seeded against someone so good this early, but again, this is a great opportunity for him to make a name for himself and get rid of an opponent this early in the game. It is a Zerg versus Zerg on Metalopolis, which is a pretty interesting matchup. We don't see Zerg versus Zerg all that often, just because Zerg is not the most popular race, especially on North American servers. So naturally, if it's not a very popular race, it doesn't have many mirror matches. So you are getting a very early extractor from Lexvink. That was either a 14 or 15 drone extractor. We do have a scout coming in for Sheth. Getting a good look around. Very important in Zerg versus Zerg to get a good look at your opponent's tech, because there's so much tech-dependent stuff going on in Tier 1 between Banelings, Roaches, Zerglings, Speedlings. There's so much variety, and it's so important to know what your opponent is doing. Meanwhile, Sheth, just been scouted, has opted for a fast expansion. I believe that was a 14 or 13 hatchery, and a spawning pool also coming up. So he's playing a very standard macro Zerg play. This is pretty badly exposed to a rush from an opponent, but if you're able to get this up and throw up some spine crawlers, block your ramp with queens, it is a very strong early play, especially in a large map like Metalopolis. This drone being a nuisance, picking on Chef's spawning pool 5 hit points at a time. And I'm guessing this drone is still alive and spinning around. He's getting a good look. He does see the spawning pool. Still no tech. This early gas would probably suggest early speedlings or a early lair or baneling nest, and Sheth really wanting to see that. He has to know what his opponent is doing, so he's ready at his natural expansion to deal with whatever comes out. So we do have 6 lings and a queen coming out for Sheth, 2 lings and a queen coming out for Lexvink. That'll be 4 lings total. But these 2 will be able to shoo off this scout, and an overlord has come to take his place. This is a good opportunity, actually. He might be able to snipe one of Sheth's overlords. And we do have a spine crawler going down for Lexvink at his opponent's main. There are some lings out, not this main, it's expansion. Lings are out in time, and there are enough of them. These lings will not be able to scare them off, so this is certainly going to go down. Spine crawler is destroyed, and 2 spine crawlers in defense with lings and queens. This is a very well fortified expansion. Hard to press this with banelings because of the spine crawlers, and hard to press with the Zerglings because of the Zerglings, and Roaches will have a hard time from the spine crawlers as well. So this is a very well fortified position by Sheth, and will give him the early advantage. And it looks like Lexvink is throwing up an expansion of his own in response. A good decision. He will not be able to take out that fast expansion with any ease. Maybe he can execute a run-by, however, if this is not properly walled off with queens or something to that effect. He could sneak in here with his speedlings. He is producing metabolic boost before his opponent, so he will have that minor maneuverability advantage. We'll see how that manifests itself. We do have a press coming out, 8 lings, which is nowhere near enough to even threaten his opponent with a queen, 2 spine crawlers, and I think, yes, even more lings than his opponent, so Lexvink is pulling back. Looking at the income tab, Lexvink has 16 harvesters, his opponent's 16 as well, so tied on the income. The extra expansion does give him better drone production, so Sheth definitely has a slight edge on the economy side, but definitely tech options available to Lexvink, as he is no longer actually operating off of this gas. So he just grabbed the metabolic boost and then 100 gas, probably for lair. So he's certainly planning to tech up, and and he's back on gas now, so that has changed, and he is throwing up some spine crawlers, preparing for defense, and a scouting ling coming in to see and look around. Get that production tab open. We do have a Roach Warren down for Lexvink, and the Zergling does scout the Roach Warren. So Sheth will be aware, and no! Lexvink is canceling that Roach Warren. A very good tactic there. His opponent sees his tech, but instead he opts for no Roach Warren, gets a second gas, techs to lair, and here comes a push from Sheth. He's moving in with lots of lings. He, army-wise, much bigger. We'll put those units real quick. 27 to 14 lings, so this is looking very bad for Lexvink. He's going to lose a queen here. This, a little bit of support from the spine crawler, but I think he's going to lose this hatchery if he can't get some forces out really quickly. This hatchery completely surrounded, and 20 lings coming out for Lexvink, but they're just going to be too late. This hatchery is indeed dead, and the speedlings are finally out, but it's just too late. The damage has been done. He can take out all of these lings, but again, too little, too late. Excellent, well-timed attack by Sheth, and a counterattack now coming from Lexvink. He may be successful. His opponent has absolutely no army. He's just producing 22 lings, tries to get a run by through the drones, and they are going to get hurt pretty bad by this queen, but lots of drones going down by Sheth. Nice counterattack. The lings have spawned for Sheth, and it looks like Lexvink's counterattack is completely destroyed. No significant damage. He is now way behind in the drone count, 23 to 12. I'm not sure why his drone count is so low. I didn't see many go down. I guess he's just stopped producing drones. Just producing lings. He laid down some spine crawlers and the second extractor, but no more drones. 12 drones is not enough to keep up with his opponent, especially with his fast expansion gone down. So Sheth definitely in firm control of this match. A new hatchery going up, but that will also be hard to defend, especially with such a low income and not enough forces. He does have the lair, but not enough to support a spire with mutalisks. He has thrown it down, but he does not have that income to build more, so he'll just have to hold out desperately. If Lexvink can last long enough to get mutalisks out, he does have a chance of turning this game around. But more lings coming up from Sheth. Sheth not even bothered with metabolic boost. He finally is getting it. And a roach warren. Staying in tier 1, it appears. I take that back. He does have a lair, but these lings are moving in. Only 2 spine crawlers in defense. No lings. This queen is moving to support, but she is just not going to be enough. Both of these spine crawlers definitely going down. And I think this is going to be it for Lexvink. Unable to cope with this relentless attack from Sheth. Very nice timing attacks from these Zerglings, catching him when he was just not prepared, and that queen is down, and he not producing any mutalisks, just lings. It looks like Lexvink is going to be beaten in this first match in the round of 128. So Sheth will be advancing on to the next round, and we'll have a shot of entering the round of 16 with the rest of the pro players. And I guess we're just going through the motions at this point in time. We'll watch Sheth as he certainly will be cleaning up very soon. Just once again, thanks our sponsors, iFixit, who generously donated a $2,000 cash prize, along with Handsome Nerd, who's donated lots of t-shirts, and Esports United is the most recent contributor, adding in 3 nice processors, I think with other motherboards too, so some nice computer upgrades for the top 3 players. And there it is, Lexvink calls the good game. Sheth will be advancing. Well played, Zerg versus Zerg by Sheth. I look forward to seeing him in future games. So keep tuning in to IC Cup TV and keep following this tournament on Team Liquid, as that is where most of the goings-on are being recorded, and you'll be able to find links to the tournament's charts and that sort of thing. So hope you enjoyed that game. Keep tuning in, and until next time, have a good one.